Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Live 365. We're live all 365 days this year. So far, 183. So, does that mean we're halfway? We're just over halfway there. Oh, yeah. Halfway day today. 180, 183. Yep. 366. So we're just over the halfway point, guys. Thanks for putting up with me while I did the math there. Yeah, made it halfway. Just getting started. Good morning, Wendy. All right. Um, what's going on? Yeah, how are we doing today? 9.5. Love it. Kevin Lee. Been climbing all week. Love to see it, brother. Good to see you. I know you're up early on the West Coast, keeping things sane out there for us. Good to see you guys. I sent out the message to the whole world that we're going live here, and we'll see if anybody's awake. Luke McGee from Wisconsin is awake. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. See if anybody's on Instagram. Good morning, Dave Howard. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. We actually got a little bonus day today. I didn't realize it was going to be sunny, so just kind of resolved myself to the fact that it was going to be raining. So Matthew Tolman, good morning, you handsome son of a bitch. I know that you meant to write handsome. Kevin Lee, somebody has to. Yeah, speaking of handsome, here's Roy Dahl coming in at an 8. Yeah, hey, it's Friday, guys. We don't mail it in around here, right? As Wendy says, you go hard in the paint. Yeah. Cooper Flag, Maine native Cooper Flag going to the Dallas Mavericks as the NBA's number 1 pick. So we're pretty proud here in Maine to have a homegrown talent like that go number 1. Frankly, for anybody from Maine to ever go to the NBA, to let alone be the number 1 pick is pretty cool. So, yeah, thanks, Matt. Get a room. CF Developments has joined us on Instagram. Good to see you. Pop in the chat. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10 today? We're going to talk today about emotional agility here in a second when people get rounded up here. Good morning. Pete Christensen is here, strengthening the Maine contingent. Good morning to you. Good morning, Matt Blood from Rhode Island. So we got Rhode Island, we got Chicago, we got Washington, we got Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The Northeast is represented well here this morning. CF Developments, where are you guys from? Pop it in the chat. Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have people on, checking us out. I try to post in Steve Rosenberg's Daily Sales Accelerator group. I post on my Facebook page. I try to hit the summit with it. So if you're in one of those communities, you're going to get a notification sometime a little bit before 8 and say, hey, we're going live. Hop on. Emotional? There's no crying in this group. No crying in baseball. Yeah. No, we'll have none of that. Hey, $1,000 you slice. There's no betting at Bushwood. Don't get me going on my Caddyshack lines. Wait, that was Major League, right? There's no crying in baseball. So anyway, well, let's rock and roll. Day 4 of our quest to build resiliency. So thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. We're halfway there. For those of you guys that haven't been on or seeing this on the rewind, I committed to doing a live video every single day of 2025 and started 5 days early. So that means that even though we're not quite halfway through the year, we've done this is 183 days in a row. So a couple of them have been ugly. I won't lie. We got her done, though. So we're just doing it. And my friend Johnny Wan, who he kind of challenged me to do it. He mentioned it, said, hey, it's the biggest thing that helped me in my coaching business. I said, okay, I'll do that. Going live every day. He said, yeah, just go live every day. So I did. And a few weeks later, he said, you doing the weekends too? And I said, yeah, you said every day. He goes, no, man, I do Monday through Friday. I'm like, oh, well, we're in too deep now, so we're not turning back. So today we're going to talk about emotional agility, staying grounded when everything feels chaotic. When Well, when the proverbial shit hits the fan, if you know what I mean. So resilience isn't about shutting off emotions, guys. It's not about just ignoring stuff and soldiering through. It's about learning how to manage them. So today is about emotional agility, the ability to feel fully without falling apart. If you can stay centered in chaos, you can lead through anything. And a lot of this stuff is geared at helping you guys become better leaders, either in your personal life or your professional life. Okay. Emotional agility is crucial to resilience. Most people think resilience means just being unbothered by it, right? I just bounce, things just bounce off me. Wrong. Tim Bartolini, good morning, buddy. Good to see you here. So, real resilience equals emotional honesty plus regulation. And we talked about regulation, keeping control, right? You can feel anger, grief, fear, frustration, and still move forward with power and composure. You don't have to blow your top, right? Emotion's not the problem. Emotional reactivity is. As my mom always says, don't react. Don't react. And I've shared that with some of you guys. So you don't have to suppress the emotions to stay strong. Just don't let them drive the bus, all right? You still drive the bus. And without emotional agility, you're going to blow up on your team, right? You're the kind of person that, maybe blows up at the kids or has always having a problem with somebody that you're doing business with, or you're blowing up at a client. You implode, shutting down, isolating, or withdrawing from leading. Now you're not leading. Now we're just a rudderless ship. And you make reactive decisions that create more chaos. So resilience dies when emotions run unchecked. Okay, it's not the feeling that derails you. It's your response to the feeling. So here's a couple things, right? You got to regulate under pressure. So resilient leaders will regulate under pressure. Emotionally agile people don't avoid tough feelings. They just process and pivot. Remember yesterday we talked about the P's. Okay, they don't wait until things are calm to lead. They look like an all-star, right? Anybody can do that. They stay calm in the chaos and lead anyway. So this is what your family and your team and your clients are watching for. They're watching you for this. Can you hold steady when it gets real? What do you do when the shit hits the fan? Find your edge. That's what you do. Okay, so let's talk about some tools for it. Tool number 1, name it to tame it. Name it to tame it. When you name the emotion, you create space from it. Okay, this sounds like I'm feeling frustrated. I'm really frustrated. I'm feeling frustrated. Not I'm a failure. I've said that to Wendy. I said she's like, yeah, what's up? I sense a kind of a vibe change. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated. Nothing to do with you. I'm just frustrated. So I've kind of called it out. I can do that with her, and she understands that. All right, maybe we'll work through that a little bit. Labeling creates objectivity and gives your brain room to respond. Okay, now we know what we're dealing with. Tool number 2, the grounding pause. We're just taking a second, right? 3 deep breaths. Name 5 things you can see. Well, drop your shoulders, feel your feet, and then anchor yourself physically to disrupt emotional spiraling. Just get control of the situation. What's really going on here? Taking a breath never killed anybody, right? And then tool number 3, move the energy. Energy must move, whether it's journaling, a walk, a cold shower, or a workout. My mindset coach, Chris Dwyer, we call him Yoda. He calls it taking a positive action step. You change your environment. Do something that physically shifts the emotion through you. Okay? You can combine all that stuff. This is known as emotional hygiene, not indulgence, okay? You're not living large. You're just surviving over here, right? So here's the truth, as I always say. Strength isn't just about action. It's about regulation. Okay, you're not weak when we talk about emotional regulation. You're not weak when you figure out how to control your emotions and you don't react. That's the emotional high road, if you ask me. The most resilient people feel everything, but they don't react to everything. The world doesn't need more tough guys. One's enough. No, the world doesn't need more tough guys. It needs grounded leaders who stay clear in the chaos, okay? Just people that lead in the chaos, all right? That are grounded, okay? Guys, I've had tense business moments. I've had, tense family moments. I mean, I'll be honest, the more calm that I am through that, the better it turns out. Like, got a text yesterday from someone, and I wasn't even sure. Like, I wasn't sure if they were upset with me or the situation or whatever. So I, rather than just respond right off the bat, I just let it simmer for a bit, for an hour. And then when I did respond, I responded in a different way than I would have if I responded immediately. Something I need to work on, Dave says. Yeah, we all do, right? We all do. So here's a short reflection for you to do. Ask yourself this. What emotions have been showing up for me lately? Good flipping morning, rock stars, Mark Bunker says. What emotions have been showing up for me lately? How am I currently dealing with them? Reacting, avoiding, or processing? So, what's been showing up for you lately? How are you dealing with it? And what tool will I commit to using the next time I feel emotionally charged? Are you going to name it? Hey, I feel frustrated. Are you going to just do a grounding pause? Maybe 3 deep breaths and name 5 things you can see? Or are you going to let the energy move through you? I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to do a workout. I got to go lift. I'm going to go Tolman hits the heavy bag, right? That kind of stuff. I got to get one of those things. Have that emotional hygiene, okay? Just choose one tool and name it. The grounding pause, move the energy, whatever you want to call it. Use it this week. Yeah, use it this week. And DM me with one, what you doing. Or put it in the chat. Have some courage. Put it in the chat and say, hey, this is what happened this week. This is how I dealt with it. Due to the knowledge nuggets Bob shared on his hashtag live 365. All right. Put a fist pump in the chat if that helped you guys. Tomorrow, we're going to flip the switch from managing emotion in adversity to finding meaning through it. Okay. We're going to talk about reframing the story, how to turn setbacks into setups. If you've ever wondered how to make the hard stuff count, day 5 will light a fire with you. Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to have a great day today. Wendy's putting the links in. Mark Bunker, good to see you. Bartolini, good to see you here. Check back on Instagram. Caitlin Newton joined us on Instagram this morning. CF Developments was there, maybe still there. Good to see all of you guys. Share it out. Okay, we're stuck at 1,987 people in the Summit free Facebook community. It's a private community because we want folks in there that are gonna pull on the same end of the rope, that are gonna be positive, that are looking to do good things. Okay, if you know people like that, invite. Click the blue button. All right, click the blue button. I say this every day. If this has helped you at all, I have 1 or 2 asks. 1 is to share it. 2, invite people to the Summit Facebook group. All right. I appreciate you all for doing that. Hey, if everybody invited 20 people, we get over that 2,000 threshold today. It says on the group 2K, but when I click on it and see members, it's 1,987. So it's my personal quest to hit 2,000 members by the end of the day. So who's going to help me? Put your hand up if you're going to invite for me today. I'm going to put you guys right on the spot. Kevin Lee, Kylan, you going to invite? Good to see you, Kylan. Working on yourself. I like it. Where's Bubba this morning? We haven't seen him. Somebody check on Touring Man. I saw him weaving his motorcycle through some vehicles. Then he was weaving through cows and farm animals. I don't know what the hell was going on over there. But click on the link for a free strategy call if you need me. Happy to help you. Roy's going to share it. Zach's going to share it. Dave Howard's going to share it. Don't just share it. Click the blue button. Hit invite. It's going to take you 5 minutes. Click, 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 click. Go down through your friends. Or invite, I don't know, there's a button there where you can invite all your friends. If they see it from you, they're more likely to join. If they see it from me, they're like, who's this creepy guy? So I'm not going to do that. I've invited and invited and invited. Probably some people have muted me and silenced me and blocked me. That's okay. That's all right. We don't care. But yeah, trying to grow that over 2,000 today. All right, we're at 1,987. I need 13 people to join the Summit free Facebook group, and I'll shut up about it. if we don't get it, I'm going to start talking about this again every day. All right. Bubba just rolled his eyes back in his head. Creepy guy. Yeah. Hey, man. I know you just got a friend request from me 7 minutes ago, but join my Facebook group. You're going to love it. Kevin, thank you. Mark, thank you. That means you're going to invite. I appreciate that. If you have trouble with it, say, hey, Michelle, show me here on this page where the big blue button is, where it says invite. Then you say invite Facebook friends. They'll come up and you go clickety, click, click, click. Yeah, Dave, share Bob's shit now. SBSN. Hashtag SBSN. Right? Hashtag live 365. Guys, it's been fun. It's Friday. What do you guys got going over for the weekend? Yeah, I'm going to send David more emails if you don't invite people, Kylan. Tell David to invite. Yeah. I'll put everybody on that email list. Yeah, happy Friday, Tim. Make the most of it. Love you too, Mark. Yeah, we've Wendy's got a girls' day thing tomorrow with some friends, and going to be doing that even in the rain. They got a place at the beach, I guess. So I'll probably be I'll probably work on world domination most of the day. You know, we got to clean this place, and I think she's going to be working on that today while I've got calls. We usually do it together because we just we have a good time doing it, and it just feels easier to go do it when you're working on it together. So, Chris Stapleton, pit tickets. Is that at up in New Hampshire? I've been there and seen that show. Boy, that's the wettest I've ever been. We got soaked going out to the car, but yeah, Stapleton rocks it. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. We need to see Jason on here. I'm not sure if he's here today or not. I didn't see his name pop up. But yeah, guys, share it out. Invite, go to the Summit. It's called the Summit Facebook group. If you're not in it, request to join. You should be in it. Oh, Chicago. That's right. You're not on the East Coast. I was thinking you were out this way. Everybody up in the East Coast thinks everybody just lives here. And everybody's in Eastern time zone, right? There's only one time zone, EST. Right, Mark? Yeah. So I'll text him right now. Yeah. Tell him he's going to have to catch it on the replay. Bob, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Dustin Hippensteel from Pensacola area. I understand you got to hang out with Steve, and I think it was Bubba too there for a while last week. So that's always a good time. Hope they didn't wear you out. And we'll have to get you back to Houston sometime. Nunez Vineyard Management is on Instagram. Good to see you. Yeah, there's somewhere else? I didn't think so. Yeah, so got a few calls today. Got some things mixed in. I'm going to handle the, what do we call it? Friday, Free Reign Friday on the Daily Sales Accelerator inside the Rosenberg Group. Guys, if you want to check that out, it's going to be available through July 7th. So after the holiday, it gets locked down to people that are paying to be there. Okay, Florida Panhandle and CST. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, glad you had a good time. Right, Eastern time zone only. Screw you, Dustin. Move right on the map. Yeah, exactly. Only time zone that matters, Pat says. Yeah. Anyway, 10:30 Eastern, and hey, Dustin, that means 9:30 Central. Okay. The Daily Sales Accelerator. If you want on, I'm not posting it out to the masses. Shoot me a DM, and I will shoot you the Zoom link before the call. And today is Free Reign Friday, so it's a day when people say, "Hey, I'm having this challenge in my business. What do you think? What does the community think? Anybody been through this before?" And we tackle it. And I usually bring some content to the call in case I get a bunch of wallflowers. But hopefully that's not the case. Start calling people out. It's a Zoom call. You can watch. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. Try it out. Dip your toe in the water. But I would challenge you that if you want to get better at business, you want to get better at sales, join us on the Daily Sales Accelerator. It's 5 days a week. Monday is about mindset. Tuesday is about dealing with objections. Wednesday is revenue, how to increase your revenue. Thursdays, I handled the call yesterday. Bubba's out of town. Richard's out of town. We did role plays. Okay, Dan Bennett jumped on, did a live sales role play. Peter was on there. Peter in the past has role played. We get him on next time too. And what they do is just do a live sales role play, and we just critique it afterwards. So, yeah, Mark, you have to get on it. DM me. I'll give you the link. and we do a role play and just see what happens and get a little bit better. So we say the silly stuff to one another instead of saying it to a client. We get better at it. And you start to work on those word tracks, and they become innate, and they just roll off your tongue. And as I said, Fridays, Free Reign Friday, I call it open coaching, where one of us coaches is on there. Oftentimes, Steve is on there. Sometimes he kicks the door in while we're in the middle of the call, and he's just gotten off a flight or something. It's like, what the hell's going on around here? And we end up taking a hard left or a right, and still have a great call. So I would challenge you to check it out. And I would ask you this: if the first half of 2025 hasn't really been any better or any different than 2024, what are you going to do to change it? Jump in there with us, mix it up, make something happen. Okay. And we'd love to see you in Houston. Still have tickets available for that. You're welcome to join us. The room is good size. Okay. So we can fit you in there. That's July 14th and 15th. It's actually Spring, Texas, but we call it's in the Houston, right just outside of Houston. So that is free of charge. Come down there and get a drink from the fire hose. Dustin's been down there. Mark Bunker's been down there. We got Pat Johnston's thinking about coming down. Peter's coming down, I think, in September, October. Let me see who else. I'm just scrolling down through. Wendy and I, of course, have been there. Kylan, I think, has been there. Kevin Lee, we got to get you down to Houston sometime. I'm just scrolling through the names of the people that are on here. And Dan Bennett was there last month. Earlier this month. And a bunch of people that you guys know that will be in the mix. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Check out the links. Wendy's popped them in there. Tim, yeah, you got to switch over to, you got to switch over to Central Time, Bob. Yeah. Eastern Time's the only time zone. So guys, have a great day. Enjoy the Friday. Have a great weekend if you're not going to be around. If you are going to be around, I'll be right here sitting on the same stool tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We try to mix it up a little on the weekend. So have a great day. Did I see Tony Bottai in here? Maybe I did. Yeah, Tony, if you're on here, we got to get you down to Houston too. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Love y'all. We're halfway through 365 days of doing this. In 5 days, we'll be halfway through the year. So 3 or 4 more days, whatever the math is. Anyway, you do that. I don't do math. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Take care. Have a great day.